I mentioned the branched-chain fatty acids. There's, half a dozen to a dozen isomers that we're interested in, different forms. The real challenge has been, where do we get that from? Because there's no product on the market. Omega-3s that I mentioned before come from fish oil or from algal. And we thought, where can we get a commercial source? Because the ones that we used in the study were synthetic, developed in a lab, cost prohibitive. You couldn't commercialize those. So we came up with a short list of 2 areas. One was through bacterial sources and one was through sheep grease. And at that stage, back in the early development of the company, we chose the bacterial source. So we've selected, we screened 20 to 40 different bacterium. We screened them on their ability to express these branched-chain fatty acids and came up with one. And this is our proprietary strain, BG01-4, which is the trademarked bacterial strain of Bacillus subtilis that we use. So the initial idea was to grow this bug, to express the branched-chain fatty acids, extract the branched-chain fatty acids, and put it into a range of products. We got early investment. We got some leverage grants from the government, which was fantastic. And then COVID hit, and we couldn't fulfill the whole program because we couldn't get any R&D providers. Yeah. So we decided to commercialize where we were at that stage. So that was the Bacillus subtilis. It had expressed these branched-chain fatty acids, but we hadn't extracted it. So we went into the market as let's just say a gut-friendly peribiotic is what we named it. That's the marketing term. And the peribiotic refers to an ability to affect both the gut cells and the microbiome. So probiotics are really just changing the bug structure. Prebiotics are food for the bugs that are affecting the bacterium in the gut, whereas we're very intent on marketing the fact that ours also has an effect directly on the cells. And I talked about before cell recovery, immune modulation, helping strengthen that barrier so that toxins aren't entering, stray pathogens aren't entering into the blood. So we really wanted to promote that mechanism of action. So we launched the peribiotic 2 years ago. We sell directly online. We got media attention. It's been a very good product. And we ran a clinical trial, which we ran a randomized clinical control trial, which is the gold standard, phase 1, phase 2. So looking at safety and clinical outcomes. We targeted IBS, and we were looking at constipation as our primary outcome. And then we looked at things like alternating diarrhea, reflux, and general feeling of wellness, well-being through a graded score. And in our clinical trial, we showed a 30% reduction on constipation, our primary outcome, and 20 to 30 reduction on all those other secondary outcomes. So really good results. Like this is, as a scientist, this is stuff you want to see. Yeah. And it certainly gave us the real impetus to sort of drive our message and communicate that to our customers, which we've done successfully.